Right, sorry. This is the first author update, vlog, whatever you want to call it, that I am going to be doing because, yeah, why not, I guess. For those of you who don't know, I am a writer, well, aspiring. I mean, I publish stuff, but, like, it's not amazingly serious yet. But, so I thought I'd make this just to detail my journey in video format and keep people up to date on what I'm getting up to outside of the like reviews and the occasional gaming streams. So this is what I look like. I'm not actually a skeleton, unfortunate as that may sound. I mean, if you've read my books or interacted with me on any other social media platform, you would know what I look like. But if you only watch the book reviews, then I am not a skeleton with great fashion sense, unfortunately. But yeah, so what's happening? I mean, I published All Hail the Carrion King. My first novel was published about 18 months ago now, which is crazy. Time absolutely flies. I didn't have this channel then, obviously. Yeah, blimey, it's been a while. It's been a journey to get there. Obviously, I might do a video later where I sort of go through my process of how I published it and how much it cost and everything, because I know that some people who haven't jumped into the arena yet are interested in that kind of thing. I've not sold as many copies as I would like, even in a realistic expectation. I broke 100, which isn't that impressive. Well, I mean, it's more than most self-published books ever get. But yeah, so that's crazy, honestly. And then my novella novel, it's sort of in the in-between zone. I think it's a novel, technically. Dead Skin Mask, that was released in October. It was released in... Maybe it was November, actually. I think it was very early November. It actually got released in the end. So not that long ago now. That has... it's underperformed, actually, to be honest. Carrion King did a lot better out the gate. And there hasn't been many reviews for Dead Skin Mask, but the overwhelming amount of them have been negative, at least the more high profile ones, which is whatever. I mean, the book is pretty it was going to be divisive, I think it's a bit transgressive in a lot of ways, but it's not necessarily transgressive, it's just sort of in your face, and it's very raw. And a lot of people are going to be upset by it, or not like it, or not get it. And I mean, I did put a warning on it. There's an actual trigger warning. Well, not trigger warning. Well, yeah, it's a trigger warning. Like a parental guidance warning I put on the back and in the cover, because it does deal with some subject matter that a lot of people really are not going to be comfortable dealing with, which I did warn all the reviewers before they reviewed it. But a lot of people didn't like it. Some people did. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag with that one. I think I'm happy to let it just be a quaint little oddity in my bibliography. Right, it was experimental. That's the word I'm looking for. It was experimental, and I tried some what I thought was interesting stuff, and it maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. It's done. It's published. It's out there. You can read it if you like. It's pretty short, and you can see. But that's that is the books as they stand. Other stuff that's out there is my short story, The Court of the Carrion King, which was actually the precursor to All Hail the Carrion King. Nobody wanted to buy it when I sent it. This is a few years ago now. When I sent it out to like magazines and things, nobody wanted it. So I was like, you know what, fine, I'll just adapt it into a novel and be done with it. And so it's included in the back of Carrion King, either edition if you have it. Like it's in the back that you can read it, but it's now on my website and it's on my Wattpad, which I am thinking about using. So we'll see what happens with that. So you can go read it completely for free, and it's got really nice artwork. It's done by the same guy who did the Carrion King artwork, like the All Hail the Carrion King one. I got him to do another piece for me, and it's really cool. I think it's got that nice like sort of heavy metal vibe that we were going for. So yeah, you can check that out. As far as other projects going forward on the writing front, I'm going to be releasing a short story, I think next month, another one, called The Forever Widow. It's going to be in a very similar vein. And then I've got a few more short stories that I'm going to maybe be releasing as the year goes on. There's definitely one more. There's a few that are still in the querying stages for magazines, but if they get rejected, then I will probably just post them online and just sort of share them with the world, because you know what? Can I swear on YouTube? I think I can. Fuck the literary establishment. They have their heads up their asses 9 times out of 10, and I don't know. Like, if they don't want it, you can have it for free. Maybe then someone will read it. But as far as other stuff going, I have another novel. Obviously, I mean, every writer has a million novels, but I have another one. The working title is "We Should Beware of Laughing Men." It is a fantasy, sort of post-apocalyptic fantasy story. That is well, the first draft was finished over a year ago now. Actually, it was in late 2021. It was December of 2021. I think the first draft of that was finished. I've recently read through the whole thing. There's some problems. It's going to take a bit of work to get into a publishable condition. So I think that's going to be slated for release next year, so 2024. In the meantime, I'm going to try and do something a little bit interesting. I don't know if it's interesting, but I have another novella that I was working on that was sort of dead in the water, and it was vaguely connected to All Hail the Carrion King. There was a few characters that would sort of make a cameo, or from that book into this one, and but I'm thinking that I'm going to finish it. I've been finishing it over the last week or so, so we're almost finished it now, and I think I'm going to release it sort of like serialized, how like Charles Dickens would have written, like where it comes out like in like newspapers and stuff like that, like every week or every month or whatever. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up, because it is, well, a lot of my books like this, they're quite easy to serialize. It's got a bit of a sort of Christmas Carol vibe to it, with the way that it's like supernatural visitations, but with like, they're quite segmented, right? You got this person visits him, like, it's sort of like Christmas Carol, like where you have the past, present, future. It's not past, present, future, but you know what I mean. And so it makes it very easy to serialize that. And then, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up into 4 or 5 parts and release it over the span of a few weeks, few months, slowly trickle it out. And then I'll probably release it as an actual novel if people want a physical. Like, I don't like reading ebooks and stuff. I'm definitely a novel person. So also for my own vanity, I think I'll just I'd like to have it on my bookshelf, I guess. So at some point that will be probably released that way. That's something to look out for. The working title for that is the Seraph of Kitsch. I don't know whether it'll end up being called Seraph of Kitsch, because there's another book I want to write after Laughing Man called The Pontiff of Kitsch, which has absolutely nothing to do with this one. So we'll see. But that's that. That's the sort of general writing updates. Yeah, this is the first. I'm probably going to be doing one of these little vlog catch-up things once every month. Probably in the last week of each month I'll post one with just updates and stuff going on about that. If you're new here, why the hell are you watching this video specifically? I mean, thanks, I guess, if you made it this far. If you're not new here, also thanks for watching this video this far. I'm Thomas Godfrey. You can find me on Facebook, which is my primary social media, but you can sign up for my mailing list on my website, which is probably the best way to keep in touch with everything I'm up to. It's on the blog page. There's like a mailing list thing. I'm also used to be active on Goodreads, and I think I will be soon active on Goodreads again when I actually have some sort of career moves going. You can follow my Wattpad if you want to keep up with any of these upcoming projects, and obviously subscribe here for the reviews and for the Let's Plays if you're actually interested in those. I mean, that was more just for fun, and a way to game the algorithm by having regular uploads. You don't have to watch them, and if people find them too annoying, I might just send them off to a different channel. But I do stream. Right now it's the Old Republic, but just role-playing games, normally on Thursday nights, but sometimes I did a Saturday night the other day, so it's not that serious. But a lot of Thursday nights, if you don't have anything to watch, you can come over and hang out and play 10-year-old Star Wars games with me. It's not... I don't know if that's a good invitation, but it's what we've got. So, yeah, thanks. I look forward to working with everyone over the rest of this channel's life. And there's links to all the socials in the descriptions. There's links to the books if you actually want to check them out in the descriptions. And this is February. Forward unto March, I guess. Thanks.